Hey there, hope you enjoyed the Lead Pages case study you downloaded a couple days ago. And I just wanted to do a quick video here to show you an example workflow where we're using Drip and plus this to automate or to be able to send out reminders for your webinars and make a really easy streamlined process for you so you can crank out as many webinars in a month as you'd like. So what we've done here is we are inviting people to a list, and we're going to use a strategy we use here called one-click webinar. And the reason why we call it that is that when you have people on your list, you're able to use plus this and Drip to invite people to a webinar and have them register with just one click. They don't have to go and fill out a form or anything like that. It's really easy and makes it really helpful for your users to be able to just get signed up quickly here. So what you'll see here, this is an example of an invite to the webinar. We have our link here for them to register. And you can put another link to the regular registration page if you want, but this one's just showing the one-click registration link here. And this link will just go to a thank you page. And you can make this any thank you page you want, and just basically it'll tell them, hey, you're registered, look forward to seeing you on the webinar, and you can keep it as simple as that. We'll be using the magic of plus this to be able to actually get them registered with GoToWebinar, Zoom, or Webinar Jam. So those are the three platforms we support with this process too. But anyway, you'll continue this where we'll just wait a day and then we'll send another invite, very similar to the first one. Maybe change up a couple of things, wait another day, send out another invite, and then wait a day, and then if they haven't registered by then, we're just going to apply a tag that says they never registered and have them exit the workflow. From there, the rest of the people who actually did register, we're going to use plus this to apply a tag that says they've registered and needs to attend. So when they do that, they're going to come in here, and we're going to use plus this as a feature again to go ahead and register them with your GoToWebinar or Zoom or Webinar Jam webinar platform. And then all we do from there is we send them to a campaign. So at this point, they've registered. We just need to remind them of the webinar when it's coming up, and make it convenient for them to be able to join the webinar when the time is ready. So we can put in like the webinar join links and all that inside of the Drip emails, which is really, really cool. You don't have to deal with any kind of uglier or not really high converting emails that the normal webinar platforms kind of have standard there. And so eventually at this point, you're going to run your webinar, and you're going to have two groups of people. You're going to have people who missed the webinar, and then you're going to have people who attended the webinar. These are all tags that plus this again is going to apply. And we'll show you the plus this part of that in a little bit. But plus this is going to take care of this for you. They're going to apply a tag on everyone that attended and apply a tag on everyone that missed the webinar, so that you can now follow up with them based on the behavior they've taken. So if they have attended, we're now being able to send them a campaign for people who have attended the webinar, and you're trying to encourage them to buy something, for example, there. But if they didn't attend the webinar, maybe you're going to try to get them to register for an encore. Maybe you're going to try to get them to take some kind of action to watch the replay, whatever it might be. You can now totally treat those people differently, which is great. And all this is just happening in the background really easily for you. So what we're going to show you next is how do you get all this to happen with plus this. So if I go over here, I'll show you an example of one of the features here. This one we're using GoToWebinar connection, but it's very similar if you're using Zoom or Webinar Jam too. So the first thing here is we're able to actually store the webinar join links. So this is handy because now when you store it in a field with Drip, you can merge it into your emails for your follow-up. So when they get to, let's see, this point right here, they've registered. Now you need to just remind them to go ahead and attend the webinar. We can put in the emails itself the link to join the webinar there. So you can go into these campaigns. We'll show you an example there. Your webinar starts. Let's look at this one. So yeah, here you go. See, here's where you can insert the plus this join link. It's just a simple little merge field that you put in there, and you're good to go. So a really cool little way to make it easy for your people to click on a link and just join the webinar using your own drip emails there. So the next thing is going to be applying a tag after they successfully registered. That's something you can do if you want to have a tag applied once someone's gone through this process. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply tags to attendees and apply tags to non-attendees. So you saw these in that example there, where people who attended were applied a tag automatically this way, and people who missed were applied a tag this way. And then we have some additional options too. So if you ever want to store the number of minutes they attended, you can do that. You can store when someone joined or exited. Over here, you're able to store different things like the webinar title. If this is something you're going to be doing many, many times, you can store that, so you can just merge that into your emails anytime you want to run a webinar for this same kind of webinar topic or whatever it might be. And then here you can also store date time and stuff. So when you're done, what it's going to give you is it's going to save it here, make it really easy for you. You're pretty much done there at this time. But if you go into Drip, you're able to now apply plus this features. So if you go to an action here, we go to plus this, you'll see the features you've set up here, and they'll just appear in the menu. I don't have bars connected right now, but you'll see anything in plus this that you set up. You just pick the one for your webinar, and you're good to go. So I hope this was helpful, being able to see kind of an example of a webinar workflow you can put together to really make it easy for you guys to apply your webinars, get people registered for them, automate the process, be able to send out the emails from Drip instead of using the standard emails that come from a platform like GoToWebinar, and be able to see a lot more conversions as a result. So hope this is helpful. We'll be giving away this campaign, this workflow, for anyone that signs up for a free trial plus this, and I hope to see you as a customer soon. Thanks. Bye.